What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The 24th of June. We're going to take a look at Turbo slash Tether. So Turbo cryptocurrency slash USDT, ticker symbol TURBO USDT. We're going to talk about what's going on here on the charts with price. Where's price most likely going to go, and the different areas it could go. Okay, we have some new areas to talk about below the market. We have Bitcoin breaking down into some new lows. So that's, as you can tell from my watch list, taking pretty much everything down with it. Bitcoin is down 1.3% this morning. Turbo down 6.15. So recently we had a very nice pop to the upside for this meme coin here. We traded just below the 39,040 support level. Had a nice big day here. This was a 32% day, put in a daily higher low, followed by another 19.37% day, followed by some, some higher and lower prices, basically sideways. And then we find ourselves back at the 52,350 level. So we have potential support that could show up today right at this red line right here. This is the 52,350 level. That's just about where price is trading at right now. We'll see if it holds. If Bitcoin's just getting started with its selling here this morning, this Monday, the 24th of June, then this level probably won't hold until later in the day, if at all. But there's a chance that we have support here at 52,350 for Turbo. So if we take the bottom tick here and to the top tick, that's about 100% move. 1, 2, 3, 100% move, guys, in 4 days for Turbo. 100% move here in 4 days. Incredible. Now, if anybody caught this, that's even more incredible. Most people will not catch stuff like this. The reason why I have these levels on the chart is because it's most likely where price is going to either 1, find support, 2, find resistance. So the price didn't quite make it up to the 7175 level, but that was the area I was looking for price to potentially find resistance as it got up there. And it didn't quite get there. It basically double topped off of the 9th of June. The price on that would have been 68,850. So this thing's a little wild, but it seems to be respecting these lines. So as the price pulls back here, now, of course, we don't know if Bitcoin, we know that there's a top in Bitcoin right now. Whether that's the top for, a couple years, obviously we'll have to look back and we'll know that, or we either break out into new all-time highs. We do know Bitcoin is breaking down overnight and it's taking the rest of the market with it. Let me show you, and we'll get to Bitcoin at the end of this video. So this is the 3-minute time frame. You can see the price for Turbo is right now trying to, here's a good candle wick right here, trying to find support at this 52,350 level. You can see we just broke through it and we're actually back above it. Who knows whether it'll hold or not and actually add support for today's candle. So far, you can see it's bouncing here just a little bit. So back to the daily. So we have some, there's a couple different things here. Okay. I mean, it really depends on how far you want to look into it, where you think we are in the cycle. So we have this little inverse head and shoulders potentially forming here. We're at the bottom of the right shoulder. Whether it completes or not, time will tell, although it could, because we're right at a level of support. So we could get a couple days here, building the right side, and then potentially break out to the upside. So keep that in mind, guys. Potential inverse head and shoulders, which is a bullish pattern, which would lead price back to the upside. What could be in play right now, unfortunately, especially if Bitcoin continues to gain some momentum to the downside, is, let's get the correct tool here, is a large move back to the downside here. So we have a target to shoot for if price starts to really sell off here in an aggressive fashion. 31.8358. So this orange line on the chart is a new level of potential support for Turbo if these markets do continue to sell off in an aggressive fashion, okay? Obviously, we would be taking out the lows here from the 18th, putting in new lows, but that would be the level I would first look for price to find support. 31.8358 right here. So it would basically, we have lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, basically double topped here. So that would end up being another lower low if it plays out like that. Also, number 2 is we have another one way below the market, guys. 17045. 17045.00. That's this orange line right here as well. Things will have to get pretty bad here in the crypto markets, especially for Bitcoin, for us to start to see the prices down this low. Again, it's the orange line here at 17045. So let's say markets don't find support at our levels up there, at least for a long time. Maybe for the short term we do. You're looking at about a 40% move lower to 31.8358 from basically where we're at now, which is 52.789. Down to 170.45, you're looking at a 67 or 68% move to the downside for Turbo cryptocurrency. So just keep that in the back of your mind. I'm not saying the price is guaranteed to go down that far, 40 to 60%, but it could be in play. We could be in that. We just could be in that market cycle where our rallies now are, they're good fades and we're heading lower. Now that is the bearish scenario, okay? And we do have some areas of support before we get down to that 31 or that 17, like the 39 here. We have one at 28, 20, 23.2, and then obviously the new 17.0485. Before we get there, though, we'll be testing the lows of the 18th. We'll also be testing the 39.040 level, etc. If the inverse head and shoulders plays out, the price will be back up to the all-time highs here for Turbo. At the least, the targets, I don't have the targets right now for that pattern, but I would just taking a quick look at it here, I would guess that the target for the inverse head and shoulders would take us at least up to, if not higher than, the all-time highs. So maybe we'll find support at my level here at the 52. Maybe we'll start to consolidate and then do something like this. And that tells us that potentially we're looking for a big breakout here above our neckline, and that would take us up to at least, if not higher than, the all-time highs. So in the next Turbo video, I'll have to get that price target for you guys, the bullish side of this. But right now, things are breaking down, and I wanted to put some potential areas below the market that might be in play, so nobody is surprised if these markets really start to ramp up to the downside. So once again, those are 31.8358 in orange, 17,045 right here in orange. We'll see. You know, I definitely don't know whether they're going to come into play or not, or if the sell-off is just short-term. But Bitcoin is not looking too good here. So let's take a look over to the BTC chart. So Bitcoin just bounced while making this video here this morning. We have, real quick, we have major resistance for Bitcoin above the market at 71,335. That's right here, guys. That's this purple line on the chart, 71,335. It tried to break out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times here and got pushed back down. We actually put in new lows here on this most recent pullback. So we tried to find support, as in Bitcoin tried to find support right in these levels, and it did for a couple days, basically 63 to 63, 788, 375, 64, 123. These price levels right here, we broke down on Sunday, and then today is Monday, and Bitcoin is finding support very nicely at a price level of 62,206 3/4. Look at that candle wick bounce right off that level. Perfect. So that's a good sign that the hey, maybe we'll rally from here. Check out the double bottom Bitcoin just put in on the 3-minute chart. Found support, tested it again, big breakout, higher highs, higher lows, and then boom to the upside. So we actually might see the bottom for Bitcoin for a little bit here on this Monday morning. All right, let's get back to the daily. So we'll see. I mean, at some point, you know, it all starts with support at one of these levels. So maybe that's today. And then we start to rally up. We have these couple levels here to deal with. And then we have the 68,748 to deal with. So one day at a time. The big level that I've been looking for here is the Bitcoin 71,335. We'll see if we get back up there this cycle or not. But if we do break out, and then we get above the 73,494, which is basically the all-time high level, you know, Bitcoin is looking at 96,000 plus, 96,000 plus up in here for targets. And we actually have some above 100,000. Let's see what happens, guys. We have this big inverse head and shoulders here for Bitcoin, although this right side is, if it's going to play out like that, this right side needs to stop selling off and start moving back to the upside. So that was a lot. Good luck out there, guys. Thanks for watching. Let's see what happens with Bitcoin here. Turbo, you know, obviously Turbo is going to follow what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin starts to rally back up and build this right-hand side here, well, Turbo is going to find support and also move higher. If Bitcoin is short-lived here and continues to sell off, well, Turbo is not going to buck that trend for very long. Guys, thanks for watching. Of course, not financial advice. If you are not yet a subscriber, join us here on the channel. By the way, doing the best I can to block these bots from the comments. I have, you know, 6 to 10 keywords right now that are being blocked, and it's working. And they continue to come up with new words in the comments. So it's a battle every day. You guys have a great day.